So I wanted to share with you this super fun find that I got at a garage sale yesterday. It was $5. It is quite large. You can see it on my picnic table here. Originally I was thinking, oh, it's like the size of a 5-gallon bucket, but honestly it's probably about the size of 2 5-gallon buckets. It was a huge container of vegetable shortening from Procter & Gamble. Who knew that Procter & Gamble used to sell vegetable shortening? It shows here it was 110 pounds worth. And somebody added this little hook to get the lid off at some point. Yeah, let's see if I can get it while I'm showing you. There we go. So you can see that's a little newer, and it would make sense that it wouldn't have had a hook on it, but it's in pretty decent condition. There's obviously some rust. What I love, and what kind of helped me determine the age of it, maybe you can already see what I'm going to show you here. I'm going to try and get so the camera isn't shadowing it. This really pretty like blue-green color. My mom has a wood cook stove from the 30s, and that is like almost identical to the color that it is. So I'm not entirely sure on the age, but my guess is like 30s, 40s-ish. But I love how big it is, and my plan for it would be, I think I'll probably just spray paint the inside just because there is some rust. But then to use it like for a blanket bin in the living room, or possibly use it to store like a 50-pound bags of flour or 25-pound bags of flour in the kitchen, something like that. It's so funny, actually. Oh, okay, for a second I thought it still smelled like lard or shortening, but it does not. So, but that's a fun find for this week. I was pretty excited about it. Oh, and then I'll show you the other thing that I found. I have to get back far enough so you can actually see it. So at that same sale, I found this aluminum ladder for, guess how much? Got your guess in mind? Okay, $2. $2. Granted, it is, you know, some paint on it, that kind of thing. And this side here has the aluminum is a little, I don't know, twisted, I guess. But it still seems very sturdy. So I was like, wow, for $2, can't go wrong with that. It's an 8-foot step ladder. So that was a really good find as well. So I thought I'd show you a few fun finds from the house this week, or in the last few weeks. Nothing like, obviously, we've talked about this before, but nothing of huge value or anything like that. Just some random things that I have found that for now I'll keep and see if I can incorporate them somehow in the house down the road. But if not, that's okay too. But just things that are more than just throw out kind of things, you know. Some of the things that you find are like, okay, that's just a little scrap of paper, you know, like newspaper or something, and nothing interesting or worthwhile to keep. So these are things that have some more interest or age to them and are worth holding on to, at least for the time being. So I'll show those to you and you can see what you think. So this is my fun finds table. It's kind of away from the action, so I've been sticking things over here. Oh, that does not belong here. I mean, not that it's wrong, but it's not, it's just my tape measure. This was in the walls that I found the other day. It's an electric co-op newspaper from 1960. And well, yeah, it's just a newspaper and there's nothing like world news interesting. It's all like more like local things and things about electric and whatnot, which, I mean, some of it's interesting. I mean, there's some things like that are kind of clever. I'm wondering if something ate out of that paper since I found it, because I don't remember it looking like that. That's interesting. But yeah, some of the like advertisements or, you know, just things that like, I don't know, some of the articles are interesting, and are things that could be clipped out and put in like a collage on the wall or something like that. Yeah, like, you know, here's a TV, a 23-inch TV, refrigerator. There's some recipes in here, you know, that kind of stuff. So it's kind of fun. Oh yeah, here. Fall patterns, Poet's Corner, needlecraft things, baseboard heaters, you know, just random things. So I'll hold on to that. And then I found this in the wall the other day. These were all found in the insulation, in the, what do you call it? Sawdust insulation, sorry. So this, just a little box of steel wool, but to me that one looks quite old. Definitely older than some of the other things that I have found. Not from like the 60s, it looks older than that to me. I found part of a shoe. You can see they've cut off the bottom part of the leather, so I'm not sure it was being used for something other than a shoe, obviously, but kind of funny. A zinc lid for canning. Once that gets washed up, it should be nice. A little Vicks Vapo Rub jar, which again, nothing like super huge, but I'm like, oh, that's cute on the shelf, or like as a little bud vase or something like that. My Men of Action magazine for the International Harvester Company, again, 1960. So obviously it's safe to assume that the insulation went in the fall or winter of 1960. Then I found the straightener, and then as insulation under one of the windows, there was these dried beet pulp bags, which again, nothing too interesting, but you never know how it might be incorporated. So for now, I'll hold on to it.